Well, hello again, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Hey, today we're going to take this table full of parts and turn it into, yeah, so there you go. Let's jump right in and get building this thing. Okay, so I got a bit of cleanup to do because the 3D printer was putting supports in some of these areas. So I'll have to dig these holes out in some way because I think these are supposed to be through holes. As a matter of fact, if you look at this one, I actually this one has like support material stuck to the bottom. I'm not sure. I'll clean it off, but you can see the support holes go right through. Right, you can see my finger there. So yeah, I'm gonna have to dig these two pieces out. I think maybe I may have to just use a drill bit or something, just kind of clean these holes out a little bit. But for the most part, that's really the only issue. I do have some pieces. I don't know if the camera's going to pick this up or not, but these parts are held together by these little bridges. So that little bridge will go through, oops, that little bridge will go through there. This is not quite, I know it's going to be hard to tell because it's black, but it's not quite flat because I actually turned supports off for this particular piece. So I will flatten those out as best as I can so that this support will stick through there. And then, yeah, we're going to use these little melt-in whatever they're called for not studs. It's the opposite of a stud. We'll put these little threaded inserts. They're called an insert. There you go. We'll put these threaded inserts in. This is a piece that goes onto the soldering iron. It just came in a little kit. It has a bunch of different tips. So this will go on my soldering iron. I already have the M3 adapter that it just screws on. So I have the M3 adapter on there already. So that'll go on the soldering iron. That'll help as I drop 50 of them on the floor. Oh my God, that'll help put these inserts in. And then of course I've got a whole whack load of little hex screws. You can see I just tested with one. So the screw head is in there and there's the insert that would actually be in some piece. So yeah, cool. So now let me spend 10 minutes and try and figure out how many of these inserts I just dropped on the floor and we'll get at it. Okay, could have been worse. I think I got them all. Okay, I just got one out. Actually, it wasn't too bad. Let's see if I can make the other one twist. I just kind of jammed this little side cutter in there, and I just turned it. This one, of course, is since the camera's on, isn't going to do that. That makes sense, doesn't it? Maybe. Almost. See if I can cut off this end here. It wants to. I might have to push it from this side. See if I can turn this. I think next time when I do something like this, I'm going to try and get away with not using supports. Yeah, that one's being a pain in the butt. Yeah, anybody out there who 3D prints lots, go ahead and put some comments down there, some tips maybe for how to remove this stuff a little easier. Because yeah, maybe I could use some help. So that's just coming out in pieces. I wouldn't mind getting it out in one solid piece like this one did. Okay, so anyway, I'll dig around on this and then I'll come back once these holes are cleaned out. Okay, I have this drill bit and some pliers with the end of it. And I'm just kind of pushing. This seems to be working. Let me just choke up a little bit on this so it's a little easier. Oops. Let's try and get some grip on this. So, yeah, look. that worked. That came out. Of course, I've mangled this one trying to twist it. Let me try the next two here. See if I can get this one out. I could probably hold this a little bit better. There we go. Yeah. Yay. Look at that. That's out. Okay. And the holes are nice and clean. Okay, let's do this middle one here. See if I try not to hurt myself. Okay. Hey. All right. So that worked. Just use the end of the non-cutting end of a drill bit and push it through. Sweet. All right. I will get this one cleared out, and then that's pretty much ready to rock and roll. Okay. So the printable, or where I got the STL files from, they don't actually have any instructions on how to put this thing together. So I've opened up the website, and they've got some pictures here that I can browse through, and it kind of looks like, just from a cursory glance, it looks like I'm missing a piece. So I don't know how I did that. So let me, oh wait, unless this is, wait, maybe this is the piece here. Okay, so let's go back, because I'm looking at this area here, right? So we've got a tapered, or a raised standoff. So that kind of looks, and there's another one. That looks like that would go there, right? So the next piece, maybe this one? Nope, not that one. That seems to fit, doesn't it? I don't know if you guys are in view. Yeah, you are. Okay, so that seems to fit. Looks like that little standoff potentially is there. I can't quite tell because the picture's not good. So then this one, that's where the little pieces that hold it together go, right here. So that seems to line up. And then this one is going to go like this. Yeah. Okay. I think I got it. I'm not missing a piece. I thought just from a cursory glance that I had a piece missing. So we go to the back. So there's the motherboard tray. Here's some, I guess, wire pass through. Okay. So basically what we got to do is just flip that over and start putting these connectors in. However, I need to actually push in these inserts into the holes. So let's get set up. Let's get the soldering iron out, and let's push some inserts into the holes in this thing. Never done it before, so that's be a first time. Here we go. Okay, so here's my. It's cheap. It's like a $18 soldering iron. It's got temperature control. It's like a Weller style. So let's undo this. Hold on, done something wrong here. Let's undo this. There we go, that's better. So there's the cap and threaded collar. So we take this soldering tip off, and we'll put this insert driver soldering tip in. So far, so good, right? Yeah. Okay, good. So now I can set this to whatever, like maybe 200, and maybe I'll just do a little bit more than 200, 220, 225. I can go a little higher if I need to. And yeah, and then the insert will go. Let's see if I can't drop all these on the floor again. That was funny. So we're going to take our little insert, and there's a little, I know it might be hard to see on the camera, but there's a little collar there. That collar goes down in the hole. So this will go on here like so. And then we can push that in. Okay, let's get this soldering iron plugged in and warmed up, and we'll flip those over and let's get at her. Okay, I got these all cleaned out. Look, you can see here that the piece that actually had the support um, in it is way better than the one that didn't. So I only printed one with supports, and this is actually the first one I printed. But taking those out was such a pain in the ass. And I was like, I'm just going to turn supports off. But you know what? More than likely, I probably should have left the supports because this printed down like that, right? So that would have been an overhang, and you can't really, for the most part, you can't quote have overhangs in a 3D printer without supports. So yeah, I think next time I do something like this, I'm going to leave the supports in. What I should really do is I can get what's called an AMS for this, which can hold multiple spools. Because you can see right here, you can put 4 of these little filament tubes, so you could have 4 different filaments. So they make a support filament that's specifically designed to be easy to remove. So I may have to look at that in the future. But anywho, I got most of that cleaned up. I'm pretty sure I'll be able to get those inserts in just fine. So yeah, let's start doing that. Okay, let's start with maybe the easy one, the one that had the supports. So I've got this on just around, actually it was just slightly more than 250. I'm going to turn it down just a hair. Okay, I'll do it from far away. It's going to be hard to not get in the way of the camera, but I'll zoom in and show one. So let's see if I can get this heated up and pushed in. Oh yeah. Ooh, beauty. Okay, let's put this so it's not going to tip over. I can't find the little tray for it. Here, look at this. I know it's going to be hard to zoom in, but it's flush and it's melted in. Nice. Let me zoom in, see if I can get one close up. Okay, so we take the part that is smaller diameter, and it pushes into that hole quite nice. You see, it kind of lines itself up. All right, so let's see if I can do this with my left hand, or no, I'll do it with my right. Okay, so here we go. We'll just put this in here, and then it starts to slide in. Get it flush. Look at that. Hey, that's beauty, man. I love it. Okay, so I think you get the drift, right? I'm going to, I'm just going to put all the inserts in all the plates here. There's no point in spending 3 hours for you guys watching me put inserts in. So I'll be back once all the inserts are done. Okay, look at all these beautiful inserts. Yeah, actually really quick, to be honest, and not difficult at all. The only thing that I'm concerned about is, you remember how the one plate, this one here, sorry for the noise, I had done the support material, and the holes where those inserts go on this plate were basically perfect, as well as all the other things, because these all had supports as well. These 3 plates, for some reason, well, I know why, because it was hard to take that support material out, but some of these, I don't know if it's going to show up very well, but it doesn't look particularly good. So I don't know if I've completely screwed myself here or what. So I put them in as best as I could. The problem is like, is it going to line up? Oops, there you go. Is it going to line up with the insert here properly? So yeah, anyway, let's get you back in the stand and let's start putting this thing together. Okay, let's give this a shot. Let's start at the back over here. Let's push this bad boy in. So it looks like it might be okay. Let me just start with this one. Or not. Oh yeah, there we go. That's threading. Okay. I don't know how tight I should go. Like, are those inserts really strong? I don't know. Okay, let's try this one. Oh, that. Come on. I know you want to. I don't know if I got plastic stuck in the hole there or what the story is. Let me try over here. Okay, I'm going to have to find a better way to hold this. I probably won't be able to see with this camera. It's like, it's not a lot of light, so it is lined up, but I think I might have some melted plastic in that insert. So let me try this little middle one here. Actually, I'll just do it now. Let's see. Let's see if we can't get this one. Let's push this in. So being my first ever try, oh, that looks a lot better. Hold on, maybe I can get a couple in that's going to actually hold the piece together. You can see how the screw holes and everything line up nicely. Let me give it a shot here. If we can get a couple holding, just to hold the piece together while I can work on the rest, because maybe I might have to tweak it a little bit. Get in there. Okay, so let me try this. Okay, so that one's threaded. This Allen key sucks, by the way. Okay, and that one has threaded. Okay, good. So maybe I can get like a couple in there, like just kind of around, just to kind of hold this structure together. Let me tighten this up again. I don't know how tight I can, like, how strong are those inserts? Will they pull back out? I don't know. Okay, so that's a good start. Let me get a few more pieces on there and hold it together, and I'll just bring you back when this piece is together, because, I mean, honestly, who wants to watch 40 screws get put in? All right, check it out. So it's all together. Had a couple little issues. A couple of my inserts got plastic in the threads, and of course I couldn't get the screw threaded in, and one of them actually kind of got it got stuck, so it was kind of glued into the insert. So anyway, I got it out. That's fine. So far so good. The only thing that I didn't notice, which I'm not sure, either I'm blind or just dumb, I don't know, but there's insert holes all along this edge and all along this edge and all along this edge. And also this edge has some support material still in it. So yeah, anyway, I guess I will clean this stuff out, and I'll get the inserts put in the edges here, and then yeah, we'll continue on with this build. Okay, sweet. I got the inserts all around the sides that have them. So let's figure out what's next. Okay, so just examining the picture here, it looks like I have the pieces laid out in the order that they're supposed to go in. There's the base. So we've got our little bridge or connection pieces. So yeah, let me just get all those put in there. The last three pieces are the sort of the in-out and some other areas. Expansion cards in-out, I should say. So yeah, let's get those supports put in there, and then we'll start getting the structure built. All right, here we go. We've got these pieces built. Let's see if we can't figure out how we can get this back piece on. So, by the way, when I was trying to figure out if there was more inserts, of course there is. How are you going to hold your motherboard on? So yeah, I'll have to put some inserts in those holes as well. Oh well. So from the picture, it looks like these angled pieces are here, and this base should go like so. So let's flip it up and see if I can't get a screw or two. Let's start from the easy holes here and try and get that started. It's kind of fumbly, fiddly, I guess is a better way of saying it. It's a little fiddly. Plus this Allen key doesn't help any. Actually, you know what I'll do? I'll hang it off the edge of the desk, like so. Let's just move you back a little bit here. There. And what I really need is something to hold that. If I have anything. Probably not. It doesn't matter. I'll just hold it with my hand. Okay. Let's see if we can't get this started over here like so. Wait, that goes to the edge like this. Okay, so yeah, that's not bad. Okay, get this one started. This little Allen key is fiddly, man. Okay, so let's get the next one in the end here. See if I can push it through the hole. Yeah, I can. It's a good sign. And it lines up. It's even a better sign. Okay. There we go. Look at that. So now we should be able to stand up. Excellent. Let's just come up a little bit with the camera. Okay, let's try and put this bad boy on. So this is going to go, yeah, like this. Okay, so we need to get a screw or two going. So I'll start one at the top here, put it through, and we'll just kind of line it up with this brass insert. Good. Okay, and then we'll get one on the bottom right here, and with any luck that will line up. It's so fiddly though. Let's put this through here. Do I have it? I think I do. Let's keep going. Yes, look at that. Okay, nice. Let's get some more screws going here. Look at this. It's coming together quite nicely. Wait. Hold on. I think I've made a mistake. There's going to be screws going through here, so there should be inserts here, here, and here. Whoops. Okay. Let me just rewind for a second here. I'll be right back. Yeah, whoops. Supposed to be inserts here, 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 and here, and here, and here. And of course, the expansion base will need screws as well, right? Or inserts. So yeah, let me just put those. I don't know. I don't know if that's supposed to be an insert. It looks like it should be. And that one has a tapered. It doesn't. You know what? Anyway, I'll figure it out. So for sure we need inserts here and here and here. Oh, and 3 more here. Okay. Let me get the rest of the inserts in. Wow. This is what happens when, like, this website is okay, this Maker World, but for this particular build, there was no actual instructions provided on how to actually put it together. I'm assuming it's like, you know, use your brain and follow the pictures. So that's not going so well, maybe? Okay, I'll get those inserts in. Okay, I got all the inserts in, including on the motherboard tray as well. So I'm fairly confident in saying this time all the inserts are done. So let's hope I don't look like more of a fool by the time I get there. Okay, so let's get this going again. So we can start with our Allen key that I've promptly put, and the screws. Hello, Mr. Smarty Pants, you need the screws out. Okay, so let's do that. start over again here. So we'll start this one at the top like we did before. Okay. Okay, so there you go. I think you get it. I'm going to just jump cut ahead to putting on the other pieces here. All right, all done. Look at this thing. It's beautiful. I love it. And it's my very own tech bench that, you know, sure, maybe I could have bought one. I mean, I know I could have bought one. It's not maybe. Yes, I could have bought one, and it would have been, you know, extruded aluminum and beautiful and all that. But, I mean, look at this thing. It's freaking awesome. And I printed it on there. It's beautiful. Okay, so you know what? Let's throw some hardware in here and just do the inaugural test run here. Okay, so just off camera, I found one of my power supplies that's suitable for all kinds of different builds. So look, the power supply fits in there quite nice. Let me get you out of the stand here. So the power supply will sit here and here, and of course it's screwed in, so it's nice and solid. And I'll figure out what to do with the cables later. So yeah, you know what? Let's do this. Let me take as our inaugural build, let's put in this Phenom 2 board and this Gigabyte, it's a AMD 79. All right, let's get this board on. Let's see how she all fits here. Start with this one right here. Okay. Oops, I'll just throw that on the floor. I don't need it. Okay, so now the question is, how well does the graphics card fit in? So in theory, we should have some space between here. So actually I need to loosen the two. You can't see it, but I need to loosen these two screws because see there's a gap that was provisioned for the card edge to go in, but it looks like I've over tightened those. So hold on a second here. I was looking at that when I was tightening it down and I was wondering why it was built that way. Now I know. So let me loosen this off just a hair. Good. And I'll loosen this one off just a hair. Yeah, that's better. That makes a lot of sense now. Okay, so I'm going to actually just flip this on its side just for now so that I can put this card in. So, hey, that's better. Oh, I don't have any screws to hold the card in. Okay, here's a screw to hold the card in. Put that bad boy in. Yeah, that's not too shabby, huh? Let's flip this back up. Yeah, that's working. Okay, let's get some ATX power, something like this. Okay, and let's get some supplementary power for the CPU, which is this one. And this can come up like so. Okay, so that's fine. It kind of has no real provision for cables, but I mean, this is not meant to run your computer forever. This is a test bench. Okay, so we can throw on a CPU cooler. And I'll use this Wraith cooler here. I'm going to actually flip this back down again. And I know you guys really won't be able to see what I'm doing, so I'll just do this. Yeah. I have to figure out, maybe there's some ways we can tie those cables up. So let's flip this Wraith cooler on. Get the one side started. Okay. And then we'll put our CPU fan. CPU fan is the middle one. Nice. Okay, let me flip this back up. Okay. Excellent. All right, so far so good. So actually, you know what I'm just realizing? There is no provision on this case to have, like, you know, a power button, a reset, maybe some sort of activity light. There's nothing there. I wonder, maybe I can take one of my old cases that I can pull the front panel connectors out of. Let me dig around, let's see if I have a case that has front panel connectors on, like a little board or something that I can pull out of the case and then mount in here somewhere. Give that a shot. It's a little bit flexy right here. Oh well, that's fine though. As a matter of fact, might as well hook up the PCI Express power, huh? So let's put this bad boy here. And put this bad boy here. Excellent. Okay, let me dig around and see if I can find a front panel connectors that I can kind of retrofit in there. Okay, it's not glamorous, but I have a power button and HDD, LED, and power LED. I'll figure something out later. Maybe I can find a different part from a case, or I could mount this in some way that makes it look a little better. But for now, that's fine. There's a power switch. There's some activity LEDs. Okay, so let's get an SSD on here. And actually, I'm just realizing there doesn't appear to be any provisions on this to hold drives unless I'm not aware of it. So yeah, let me figure that out. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I found a 2.5-inch disc frame, and so I'm going to print that out, and I'll use these 4 holes here to actually just mount. I'll just mount it somewhere over here or whatever. It's fine. Um, or even down here, it's fine. I'll figure it out. But if I have to, what I'll do is I'll just drill 4 holes somewhere, and I'll put some of those screw inserts in, and then there you go. We can hold at least one solid state drive. Okay, cool. So I'm going to get that going on the printer while we continue on with this. Okay, so here we go. That print started. So in another, whatever, 29 minutes, we're going to have ourselves a little drive tray that we can stick up here somewhere. All right, let's continue on with the installation of Linux while we wait for this. Sweet. Okay, here, we'll just hook up this drive out on the desk like this for now, which will be totally fine. And see if we can't get an OS going here. And I mean, we will get an OS going. Okay, look at that. We got system booted up. Oh, well, into BIOS anyway. Got some peripherals connected. It sees the solid state. It sees the flash drive. So let's just, let's try and boot from the flash drive. we will use this Kingston Data Traveler. Here we go. And let's go ahead and start Linux Mint. We got our SSD frame currently doing its thing. That's quite nice. All right, we are all booted up, ready to rock and roll. So let's start the installer here. All right, I'll just blow through this installation and then I'll bring you guys back once it's done. All right, look at that. We got our very first system in the test bench. I did finish that SSD holder, so it's mounted right here. It's just got one screw for now, but I'll figure. So I just used one of the motherboard standoffs. I'll figure out something a little bit more permanent for that, as well as the front panel connectors. I may find some different connectors or figure out how to use these ones. I'm kind of thinking if we had a 3D printed thing to hold the two LEDs and the power switch in one of these, maybe, so that we could see it shining, or even here. I don't know. Doesn't matter. And then the cable management, I might figure something out to hold, because you know your ATX 24 pin and supplementary they're all usually in the same spot on most boards, so I'll figure it out. But yeah, so this board here, it's a Phenom 2 X6, and we've got a 7970 HD from AMD in there. But yeah, I have literally dozens and dozens of motherboards and tons of graphics cards from all different eras. And yeah, let me know in the comments down below. Are you interested in seeing some of this stuff? Like if I was to throw something like this in the test bench, are you interested in seeing the benchmarks and what it looks like running various games from the same era? Yeah, give me a shout down in the comments, and I can definitely do that. All right, folks. Well, if you've made it this far, as usual, you are a rock star. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and definitely put some comments down below. It absolutely helps the channel. I am literally a stone's throw away from 1,000 subscribers, so I'd love it if you could go ahead and give me a sub if you think I'm worthy. I wouldn't mind passing that 1,000 mark, and we'll see you all in the next one.